my sponsors are here, and as I always say, first thing is that if the sponsors are happy, then my job is done with all the trust. And additional, if the audience are happy, on top of that is a bonus for me. So I'm a really happy man today. But normally I'm a happy man, so don't get me wrong. This film is the first film which I made is 0% funded. I funded myself. I always got a dream of making a film, and because I worked as an extra in the Hollywood film like Golden Compass and Born Ultimatum, and even you might hate it, but I worked in the McDonald's as well, some commercials. So, and then I learned how they move the camera. So I decided that I should make. It doesn't pop in on the one night. It just kept on thinking. So then I decided to make a film. And I've only been to school, and I've never been to university or anything. I failed in one class few times. By the time I completed my school, all my classmates are in universities and colleges. So, and I've been living in London for 14 years now, and this one is 7% funded by the people all across the world, but 40% came from Grass Valley, and I thank you very much. And the difference between the first and the second one is, first one, I love watching it, because it was shot in India, so I got full independence to travel anywhere and do whatever I like. But this one is totally different, so therefore I really don't like watching it, not in the sense that I'm not happy with my work. It's just because the bad memory comes back, the struggle. And I've been filming this for nearly 45 days, and by the time I landed in Nepal, and by the time I flew back, to be honest, I never had a good night's sleep. So every time I have to sleep somewhere, put my camera somewhere, and my hard drive somewhere. So I've got external 4 hard drives, which have saved the footage. One the old man is carrying in his pocket. One is my friend who has never touched a camera, so he was carrying it. One I was carrying it, and one is still in Mustang in case I get arrested or something. So because loads of people trust with me with their money, so there is an extra pressure because I have to deliver it. Otherwise, it's a huge amount, and maybe you might think it's not a huge amount compared to the other films, but for me, it's a huge amount. So therefore, I have to deliver it. So, but because I'm going in such a Nepal is got huge investment by Chinese government, so therefore it's quite tough on Tibet. So I have to go really carefully. And you see the trailer in the beginning. It's called Tranquil. It's called Memory of all. I interviewed 23 old Tibetan people, men and women, who has been through Free Tibet, the uprising, and the life in exile. So I interviewed them, and then I sent the footage back to London. So in case, with the literature, if I get arrested, I can show Tranquil to the sponsors and say, listen, I didn't waste your money, at least I come back with something. So that was a backup plan. And at the moment I'm trying to raise funds for this one. It's already shot. I'm not looking for like 40,000. I'm just needing the post-production to pay for the editor, maybe like around $5,000. So far I've shown 6 places, so I've raised quite a lot. And so anybody interested in, you can give $1 or $2 or $10, whatever is your choice, and you still get the credit. And some of the names in there are actually not their name, it's their pet's dog name or cat name. So you can give whoever your name wants, I'll put it there. I really thank Grass Valley community for always being a big supporter for Tibetan arriving here, and in terms of all the Tibetan course and everything. And I remember when I first came here, all of the people, they expected to see a really peaceful Tibetan. But then when I came up here, I got a long hair with a figure in my mouth and waving my hand. So therefore 2 times Tibetan. I'm the bad one. And unless you've got a question, I'm happy to answer any question. And just to remember, this is the story of me. It's not about the Tibet. Of course, it resembles my story as a Tibetan. But I'm not a professional, as other filmmakers, they talk about all the history behind it, everything. I'm just a simple filmmaker. I tell my story, and rest, you've got enough knowledge, and nowadays, you don't have to ask God, you've got Google. So you can pretty much find any answer you want. So you can decide whether it's true or whether there's some truth in there or not. So if you've got any questions, I'm happy to answer. Yes?
Yeah. My question, actually my wife asked this question. She said, if you look at all this terrain, which looks so stark, and she said, why would China want this area? And so I asked, this is my question, why did China want Tibet?
So we're going to repeat the question just in case people haven't heard it. The question is, why would China want Tibet? I got to defer that question.
Seriously, I don't know. Maybe they've got a few billion people, so there might be more lands or something. So that's my answer. And by the way, I'm really sorry for the upstairs. I saw you when there's a subtitle, you all are standing up like a, so one that back.